What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some new news concerning Sergey Kovalev and Elither Alvarez 2. Okay? These guys are going to square off today on ESPN2. I look forward to this fight. I was stoked to see Alvarez knock out Kovalev. I was really happy to see that because, Kovalev had his reign. Of course, Kovalev, he killed a guy in the ring. He was, he's nicknamed the Crusher for obvious reasons. He had his saga with Andre Ward. He never fought Adonis Stevenson. So that was a fight that a lot of people wanted to see. I felt that kind of, cheapened his legacy a little bit. But when he fought Andre Ward and Ward was brave enough to come up there and fight him, I think he beat Ward the first fight. I'm not a guy that goes back on it. I like Andre Ward. I like his attitude, his spirit, his humbleness, you know what I mean, et cetera, as well as what he can do inside the ring. But I felt he lost the first fight. But here's the deal. The first fight, after Kovalev lost, he didn't get the decision he wanted. Look how he acted towards American trainers, America in general. And then he started making excuses. Now, if you start making excuses about why you lost and you blame it on American trainers and America, and if you would have had a Russian trainer, you'd have won. That contradicts everything you said or you think to the media about how you think you won that fight. If you thought you won that fight, why would you blame your training camp on the reason why you didn't win if you felt you won and you did everything you needed to do in the fight to win the fight? That has nothing to do with the trainers. That has everything to do with, I guess, with the judges and the scorecards. That's what he should have been focused on. But no, he went way to the left with the shit. He started blaming David John Jackson. You know what I mean? And the dude who really, and then come to find out the backstory between these two guys, David John Jackson didn't even like him. Kathy Duva was the person that helped Kovalev be who he is, or you know what I mean? And Kovalev started acting like it was all about him, and David John Jackson was like, well, wait a minute. Kathy Duva ain't had nothing to do with you being who you are. No, I'm the champion. I did everything myself. I am the reason. You know what I mean? And that turned that turned Jackson off, right? So, leading up to the loss, after the loss, he lost to Alvarez. To Ward. He gets knocked out the second fight. So it took him a while to recoup. He goes in there and he fights Alvarez. He wins a couple. I think he beats Cleverly and another Russian fighter, I think. But he goes in and fights Alvarez. Alvarez is an undefeated Colombian fighter. Kind of looks like Trinidad to me. Every time I look at Alvarez, I'm like, hey, Tito, right? But anyway, he upsets Kovalev, knocks him out. Beautiful. I was hysterical because, Alvarez is the kind of guy, Adonis Stevenson ducked him. He didn't want any of Alvarez, and there's a reason he didn't. He probably should have. That's ironic, we say that today. I'm not trying to be funny, but, he probably should have picked a different path, But Alvarez knocked him out, stopped the fight. Now he's on top of the world. Now Kovalev has an opportunity to avenge his loss. So this is the second time around. And Kovalev is facing other problems. Kovalev supposedly tried to rape a woman in Big Bear, okay, last summer. Now, the funny thing about it is, why didn't you hear about this no one heard about this? I didn't hear about it. That should have been first thing news. And I will counterpunch this. If this would have been Adrian Broner can get a damn traffic ticket and he's going to be in the news. But this guy rapes a chick, supposedly punched her in the face, allegedly. You know, she went to the hospital and all that, and kicked the girl's dog and all this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? And did all this heinous shit that he could be looking at some jail time, or he's getting sued for $8 million. So the chick was smart. She was like, nah, he ain't going to jail. He's going to pay me. USA. You know, you sue anybody. That's what that means. That's what USA means sometimes. Okay. But now we're looking at, even if he beats Alvarez, he probably won't fight again either. I mean, he might get his license stripped. You know, the $8 million, yeah, he's more than likely going to pay, you know. The court of public opinion is a mother, right? So, you know, it's basically he has to prove himself innocent, especially in a situation like that. But it's like Kovalev, you know, I hope it's not true. But then, you know, Kovalev, I don't know. I don't really know him outside the ring. I just know the things he said, and he said some foul things. But to call him a rapist or an attempted rapist or a woman beater, I don't know. You know, it's kind of hard to say. But anyway, he fights Elither Alvarez tonight once again. I just think Alvarez has his number, honestly. I don't think there's nothing that Kovalev could do. He hurt Alvarez, I think, in the third round. You know, but I don't think Alvarez will give him that opportunity. And to be in, you know, to get those hard hooks in. Alvarez is quicker. Alvarez will fight him at a distance like he did before. He'll pick him apart at the jab, because that was the big equalizer right there, the jab. The quickness of Alvarez's jab was just too fast for Kovalev, and he couldn't counter over it. When you have someone that fast and he was sticking the jab in his face, Kovalev likes to dip, you know, Kovalev likes to dip back and throw that right, you know, counter the jab and throw his own right, you know, and then he follows with a left, then the right again, then he might throw a hook. But he throws a lot of sharp shooting punches from a long distance angle after he counters. Well, someone like Alvarez is fast enough to pop that jab in his face, and he can't get that counter off because he's not as fast. You know what I mean? And Alvarez has good timing speed too. I think Kovalev is off a little bit. I think Kovalev used to be a lot better than that. You know, like in the Ward 1 fight. But now I don't think his reflexes are as sharp, especially coming with someone just as big as him, like Alvarez is. Fast, and Alvarez does have some power, as he showed Kovalev. But Kovalev, his chin is questionable too, because Andre Ward was able to rock him in the second fight to the point he made him stumble. I'm like, whoa, okay. But he has went down on flash knockdowns that made you think like, whoa, okay, what's really in the chin of Kovalev? Okay, what's old Sergey really have? Does he have a questionable chin or whatever? Who knows? But Alvarez, I hope he wins, because it's, you know, it's sky's only the limit for him, because he has a contract with ESPN, you know, a 3-fight, 8-figure contract with these guys, which is great for his career and his family, you know, and I got to take my hat off to him, you know, because he is a guy that's stuck in there. He's still undefeated, you know, he didn't get discouraged, you know, and I'm glad Adonis Stevenson ducked him now, because he was able to upset Kovalev, right? But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Sergey Kovalev. Will he win? Can he come back? Can he avenge his loss? Will he go to jail? Will he pay the $8 million? You know what I mean? Is he an asshole? You guys tell me. But anyway, this is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and you guys been counterpunched. Peace.